Pop been giving game since I came out the womb. I'll be the same nigga from the cradle to the tomb. Miss some shit I gotta teach, you know the gang can't rule. As long as everybody on the same page, it gon' be cool. Tryna pass it to the king, but the queens to get it too. They not hearing me. A place where we can laugh and talk shit, but this ain't therapy. This the real deal, nigga, far from parody. Four brothers dropping jewels, moment of clarity. Yeah, knew I was gon' make it. Yeah, fast spaceship. Clarified diamonds, clarified conversation. Yeah, knew I was gon' make it. Tesla like a spaceship. Clarified diamonds, clarified conversation. Yeah. Clarified diamonds, clarified conversation. Yeah. Clarified diamonds, clarified conversation.
Yes! Hell yeah! Yes! Hell yes! Good afternoon, niggas, niggas, and all you little niggas out there, nigga! This your boy L.I., man.
I'm Ashley.
Player partner RP.
Just straight to it. 4-6 shot, you know what it is, man.
Another episode of Clarified Conversation. Hit that like, that subscribe button, that notification bell. Keep commenting under this motherfucker, man. We appreciate all y'all that's been rolling with us from day one. The people that's just coming along, catch up. We've been waiting on you. How y'all feeling, man?
I feel great.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah. Feeling good.
Yeah. Who's the young lady we got next to us?
Oh,
great.
Lord.
Hey, y'all welcome Ashley to this motherfucker, man. Ash Bash.
Ash.
Ash Bash.
That's what he got me.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
that's your nickname, Ash Bash?
Ash Bash, man.
Lord.
I like that.
She a G. Alpha Ash. Alpha Ash.
I kind of feel that energy already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Ash ain't no
If that's
punk.
what y'all want to
Ash
say.
ain't no punk, man.
Energy don't
But
lie.
she's a
We can go
lady.
with
She's
that.
a woman. She's
We
a
can go with
woman.
that.
Energy don't lie.
We can go with that.
Yeah, man. Welcome Ash to the panel. How you feeling today?
I feel great.
Thank
I'm
you
so glad y'all
much.
have me here.
Hey, we glad that you came and joined
I love
us.
this.
We appreciate it.
I love it here.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't know yet. Let me not say that. I can't say I love it here because I don't know yet. I got to see how y'all act first.
Yeah.
We good.
It's something else.
Okay.
Love good
Something
time.
else. Fun time.
Fun time.
Man, hey, y'all noticed that on that last episode, but we was getting a lot of that little. We got a lot of heat wave. We got a lot of heat wave.
What they saying? What they talking
Hey, they
about?
was on our ass about that.
What they saying?
The extension of the 90-day rule, because women benefit from that shit, and we don't. So we saying we need more time, and we were saying we need more time in retrospect of. Let us take our time to get to know you as well, since you expecting so much from us within this 90 days, right? And then a lot of them was like, oh, 1 or 2 days within 90 days, that shit ain't gonna work for the 40+ community. I'm like, I'm 40. What the fuck you talking
But
about?
why do you think it's a win for them? The 90 days
Because
for women.
most women don't have to necessarily put their best foot forward. They kind of waiting for us to present ourselves
That's
as
okay.
that man.
That's the young girls.
Yeah.
That's them young girls.
Yeah, I would think that's a common. That's what I've experienced. I would say I've experienced that. In the 90 days, it's kind of like, what can you? Okay, take initiative, lead, do this, do that. And I'm like, okay, you want me to? After I get your number, the expectation for most women is you should have a date planned within 3 to 5 days, right? And I'm like, I don't know your motherfucking ass. But when I'm trying to text you or call you within that 3 to 5 days, you somewhat busy, and then you want all the conversation for the date. No, it don't work like that. I don't know what you like. I don't know what you want to do. I don't know what you enjoy doing, what your interest is. So if it's gonna be on the first date and how I do anything, if the first date is on me, then I don't want you to say, so what we doing on the first date? And I don't need you to do none of that. If you're gonna be with me on the first date, you're gonna welcome to my world.
Yeah. Then we're gonna have all them conversations.
Then we had a conversation. Since I don't have to present, or you ain't gonna answer or give me all this within the first 3 days, on our first day, you just come roll with me and see if you fuck with me after that. But we gonna eat what I wanna eat. We gonna do what I wanna do. You gonna slide with me and wherever it is that I slide, just know that you gonna be protected and fed. You gonna be protected and fed.
Already.
Okay.
I think
That's it.
in that space, man, it's kind of like if we really been think about how active we are as adults, like 90 days ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit go by super fast.
Super.
So for you to be that available in 90 days, That's maybe a problem too. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, damn, you don't got nothing else going on.
Mhm.
You're not working towards nothing else. Like, you just want to.
You ain't got nothing.
Right.
They don't.
That's-
But that's where I was coming from. They've played that game before. They played that game in their 20s. Now they can't play that game in their 30s and 40s. The younger 20-year-olds can play that game with the nigga they want, but they can't play that game. So now they have to be even more intentional.
Mhm.
in
So
their
they're playing
moves.
offense.
Yeah.
What
Exactly.
you think about it, Ash? What you think? Coming from the woman's perspective.
So fun fact, I went on a first date with somebody over the weekend, and it was one of those things where we exchanged numbers, and he asked me like, "What are you doing Saturday?" I said, "I don't have anything planned. What do you have in mind?" That's what I asked him. Not necessarily saying like I need a play-by-play. I'm gonna trust whatever you have set up. And he was like, "Okay, we can go and grab drinks around, this time 7:30 work." Yeah, that's cool. All right, boom. We went out and we had drinks at 7:30. But
What was the time frame, the timeline between number to?
it might have been like a week. But our first, I'm gonna say like conversation, we talked about things like, okay, what does your week look like? I know you got kids, so your free time may not be my free time. My child is grown, so I know I got to work around your schedule, and I'm cool with that. I understand that. So I think that's another thing. Have these conversations when y'all meet these people. But if I'm gonna get your number, I'm not gonna wait 2 and 3 days to text you, try to be cool. I think that's where a lot of men mess up. Y'all don't want to come across as quote unquote thirsty, but it's like I feel like if you ask me for my number, you're interested. So talk to me, call me, text me,
But
anything.
we might not be. We just because we got the number at the time don't mean that we may be
attack right
available
there.
at that time. It's not even just being attacking you. I might just not have the time because I'm doing X, Y, and Z, and this is a new thing that's in my algorithm now, and it's not even just on my mind just to hit up this person immediately. You know what I'm saying?
Understandable.
Oh, man, I need to hit up on girl. I talked to her on Sunday. It's Wednesday now. Let me text her and see what she up to. So it's not even necessarily. I'm just speaking for a person like I know us three. We are like busy men, so it's not like we're just sitting around. So sometimes we just moving. It's not even intentional. It's just that I'm not sitting around waiting to let me hit her up.
And
I would agree. Okay.
And the
Nothing wrong
crazy
with that.
thing is, just to elaborate on that a little bit more, time has changed so much now. I remember back in the day when you get the number, you ain't supposed to hit up within 3 days. It's like, boy, you better at least wait 3 days before you hit her up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you wait those 3 days, she don't even remember giving you the number. Because people are meeting each other in so many ways. They meet on social media, they meet in the grocery store, they meet in church.
Because most of the time
People are
it's
accessible, right?
What Shotty just described, we are actually three busy men.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna say there are some men who play that game that aren't busy, so they wait 3 days, but them niggas at the crib playing the game.
Right, right.
So that's what
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Not to mention, like, if we are in that age range that you're talking about, we late 30s, we're in 40s, right? We're adults. Why the fuck you waiting on me? If you just as interested and we exchange
Oh, she subscribed to that.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what she on.
I'm
Bingo.
saying we exchange numbers. You can hit me up too.
Yeah. Who has? Why is it a gender role
He's
and who
speaking
take
action language
initiative?
Yeah.
That's
He
another
shouldn't
thing
be.
that I don't. Yeah, if I'm interested in somebody, if I gave you my number, that means obviously I want to talk to you as well. Hey, I hadn't heard from. Don't worry about it. I'm finna call you. What you doing? FaceTime. Hey, what you doing? What's up?
I was just checking in on you, just see how you was going.
Yeah,
I ain't get this
something
I ain't
real
heard
simple.
from you in a minute. Well, you the man. I check out right then. All right, man.
Yeah.
I already see what you want.
I must not be the man you really want then.
Right, you the man.
And bro,
what the fuck that means?
I was talking to somebody recently. I'm like, it just shows you how much of like we are the prize. Men, speaking of men, we are the prize in that space. I was watching this show, a popular show that a lot of people watch, like the Love Is Blind shit, right? And the whole show, the premise of the show is like you propose to somebody without seeing them, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm watching the show with this thought in mind that we talked about before. This show does not move forward until the man gets on his knee in this show and propose, even though it's two people. So women will go forever and wait and wait and wait and wait until this man get on his knee to propose. It's never been one.
They ain't got no choice.
That's my whole thought. Is in this, no matter how much you like, because it was going through some phases of like how much this girl liked this dude, and she was just waiting on him to choose between her and another dude. And I'm just like, damn, that goes to show you that how much of the hierarchy just from this show concept alone is showing you that she's still waiting for him to make a decision to choose her.
Yeah.
You know
And
what I'm
that's
saying?
why That's why women put their pussy on such high of a pedestal because they can control that.
They control
And
sex. We
That's
control
what I'm
relationship.
saying.
Yeah.
They control sex. We control marriage.
Yeah.
We don't necessarily control relationship.
I think we do.
We control marriage.
I agree 100% with that.
You know what I'm saying? We don't control relationship. We control
Because if a
marriage.
man doesn't propose, then I won't get married.
Right.
That's all. That all boils down to you.
If a
to the
man never makes you his girlfriend, you ain't never his girlfriend either.
But
This
the
is
girl
true.
can choose not to be a girlfriend.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We don't control that. We control marriage.
In that case,
We don't control
a
the
girl
relationship.
She can say no to being a wife.
You know what I'm saying? Because a girl can
I
say,
don't
"You
know
make
any
enough
woman
you don't make enough
in
money
this
for me."
time, and especially in
You know
my
what I'm saying?
age range, if a man proposes, she's not saying no.
Yeah.
Women are thirsty for
So your
husbands.
answer, that answer is the reason why they don't want to wait 90 days.
A lot of women are
Exactly.
thirsty
That's why
for
they don't want to wait
husbands.
90 days. That's the answer right there.
A lot of women are thirsty for
So
husbands.
that's some clarity in that, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
If no motherfucker don't understand that, you don't understand English.
But
God damn.
that's the understanding
Lord.
they haven't had with themselves is what actually is
Agreed.
saying. She's saying like, yeah, at this age in my life, yeah, if a man was ready for marriage, I'm ready. In the comments, they were just, 90 days is too long. Just say that I'm just ready for marriage now, immediately at this stage in my life.
And I
And
told
there's nothing
her-
wrong with that.
And I said, if serial dating is what you want to do, it's good for you. You want to go on dates, but I'm just trying to do it one time. And for men, look, we calculated with our funds. Look, I'm not just out here to take you on a date. We don't even like each other. Then I just wasting money for us to never go on another motherfucking date again. So if I'm on the phone with your ass, talking on the phone with you, texting, I'm assuming if we done talked on the phone 3 weeks or something now, I done got to know you. I know what you kind of like to eat. I kind of got an idea of what you like to do. Now I can take you on a spontaneous date, and I know that we like each other. You know what I'm saying? Now we're not going out in vain just because we exchanged numbers 3 days ago. You know what I'm saying? So
I would agree.
when we say we want more than 90 days, we're trying to assess the situation. It's not only about your safety; it's about our safety as well.
And then not to mention, like, we gotta stop pretending like it's not another person. I'm gonna just say person. I ain't gonna make it a gender. That you talk to in a whole other state that you see twice a year that you don't fly out of town. The fuck, isn't that the same thing? That you just talk to them on the phone. Y'all link up twice a year because they live.
Your little long thing, your little long distance thing.
What's the difference in the terms of like, because now you have access to me? Or
Now it's required to see me more because I
Right.
stay 20 minutes away.
Yeah, why wouldn't I?
I'm still busy.
This is true. But what they say, people make time for things that they want.
That's a lie.
No, it's not a lie.
That's
You
true.
know what it is a lie?
I think that's true.
That's not a lie.
You know why I think it's a lie? Because I could want to make time for it and still can't. Because whatever comes first, it's that.
Yeah, you prioritize.
It's a prioritizing thing.
So
And if the money comes before the actual event or the activity, because I have to protect the money in order to be able to fund the activity, that's gonna always come first.
It doesn't necessarily have to be always you spending money.
They say that shit, but you've been outside. You know it costs to go outside.
Yes.
You see how much.
You know what?
prices are.
No. Well, I
let's not
agree.
Be oblivious to like.
We're not going to be oblivious. However, and this is another thing. I was going to ask this question. Have y'all, so when y'all are out dating or meeting women, do y'all normally take the same approach with every woman that you date? Like my first date is going to be, hypothetically speaking, like my first date is going to be dinner. It doesn't have to be $300-$400. It's like, hey, we're going to go to dinner. Then we may go bowling. We may go, like, do you have like a play that you use every single time when you meet somebody?
Hell yeah, I do.
Okay.
I mean, he can speak for that.
I can't speak on. I'm married.
I'm about to say like.
You're married?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Hold up. You said married now?
No, so you're married, not married now. No,
yeah,
I said married. I didn't know.
I tried to clarify it.
Yeah, clarify that.
Recording.
Nah,
Okay.
I was.
I mean, we weren't popping outside like that. And it costs that much. That shit is crazy.
I can't.
Inflation alone.
Well, are you single?
Uh,
Or are you exclusively dating somebody? I'm trying to put these different labels and terms on stuff. So
yeah, it's a little. My situation is, transitioning. It's a transitioning situation. I would just say that.
transitioning for the better or for the worse.
It could be for however you decide to look at it. Depending on.
New
Yeah,
beginnings.
It could depend on the person. It can be for the better or for the worse.
Everything we do in the future is always going to be for the better.
Yes, I would say that.
I'd never take
Good answer.
the
Good
first
answer.
date. The first date, I never take a woman out to eat. I can't get to know you without mouths full. I like something. I like something of a physical activity or something of a walking or just having the conversation. If we can go get us some smoothies, some ice cream or something like that, and walk the park and sightsee and have the conversation. You get what I'm saying? I think something of a natural conversational starter is the best first date for me if we can't get it through the phone through the first couple weeks.
Yeah, because not only are you putting on for me, you putting on for everybody that's surrounding us too. So like you are the representative is not just for me. It's how you're walking in the restaurant, how you're doing that for the whole scene. And sometimes the environment dictate your character at that time. So I might not be getting your true self because we had an upper nice restaurant, so I see the classy part of you, and I see how like everything is going perfect.
Good afternoon.
It's a good afternoon.
You guys have clamps. Oh my, like that shit be like. You don't talk on the phone like that to me.
I want to see how you eat that chicken wing. I want to see if you're gonna grab that bitch by the ankle. Dang that little sauce on and dip that bitch in that ranch. And
I need to know if you're a ranch or if you're a blue cheese girl.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So we can talk about that.
Yeah. I'm looking at all that shit. You eat vegetables? You don't. What's your coochie smell like?
I think also when you get older, there's certain stuff you get turned off by, like when you get older. Like you get to a certain age, like, bitch, you don't drink water. What you, okay.
What you doing?
Yeah.
You're not healthy.
Water. All that shit, I pay attention to all that
You
shit.
don't sweat it off.
Man. Yeah.
Something's wrong here.
I want to see after I hit it if you're going to get up and go ranch your cooch out.
Ranch it off.
You know what I'm saying? I want to see if you got them type of,
Get me out of here.
you know what I'm saying?
If she ain't, it's too late.
Yeah.
Shit.
They were like, God damn, you filthy animal. You just going to let that shit marinate in there, huh? I pay attention to all that shit. I pay attention.
Be like, it depends on the vibe. That depends.
So with
Can't
all
judge
that,
all the time.
with all that expectation, with the dating, right? How you feel about? And I know this is such a cliche statement, but you a female, and I'm sorry we have to put this on you
I'm a
because
woman.
you are a woman.
I'm not a female.
You are a black goddess.
It's African American April, by the way. Just so y'all know, I'm very much so pro-black. But continue.
I'm pro April, so.
Yeah, give her that.
Oh, miss.
Give her
So
that.
what was you gonna say? Not give her that. Said it's cliche.
With the expectation, not only with the man being able to having to court and do all this other stuff and do all this stuff, we also can't go 50-50 either. We gotta just pay for every goddamn thing. How you feel about that? If you, as a woman, what does 50-50 mean to you, or 100%, 0%, or what does that shit mean to you? Speaking, not assuming that all women think that. You know what I'm saying? And I have a great idea of a person, a woman that you are as my friend. I think that you're a dope person. But even though I don't know your dating style, I don't know your love language, what does that look like for you if you speaking for?
So when you say
the rarity.
I am a firm believer in reciprocation. So if you're gonna take me out and spend money on me and buy me nice things, I'm gonna do the same thing for you, because obviously a relationship is a two-way street. So we both matter. So yes, I will pay for dates and buy gifts, not for a special occasion, just because. Like, you may be like, oh, these shoes cool. Okay, let me try to get into this little sneaker raffle. Even though I don't know nothing about it, but I'm still going to try something that you like. So I'm still going to do that. Now, I will say this, as far as like the 50-50 thing, I've never lived with a man ever in my life. I've only lived with family and then myself. I am a firm believer in, if neither one of us can afford all of this by ourselves, we can't afford it. Because anything can happen. You may lose your job tomorrow, and guess what? The mortgage $3,000. I might not be able to afford a $3,000 mortgage. That means, hey, then at this point, we probably gonna end up struggling. So, hey, if that's something we're gonna do, we're gonna move forward together, then yeah, it needs to be something that we can both afford on our own. That's how I look at it. So I'm not gonna necessarily, live within your means, because my thing is the whole 50-50. A lot of times, and y'all know now, not everybody has a traditional 9 to 5. A lot of people are entrepreneurs. I may do sound check. I may be a painter. Whatever the case may be, so your income may not be the same as mine. It may be, you may get 10, 12K a month. whatever the case may be. But now you go the next 2-3 months, you ain't got no income. You know what I'm saying? So I need to be able to pick up that slack. So I feel like if we living together, we're one. The 50-50. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but I'm a firm believer in if I can't afford all this by myself, we can't afford it. Because I don't ever want to be in a position where I may lose my job, and then you're gonna have to put the rest of it in.
Makes a lot of sense.
I partially agree with it. Just from
What's your partial?
just the financial space. I don't disagree with none of you saying in terms of like living arrangements and stuff like that. Just it is very expensive to live, right? So you may meet somebody that could take care of everything by themselves, right? Then what's the plan with the other income? Like if we're really building together, let's sit down and formulate a plan. Because if we do fall off, we need to be prepared for the fall off.
Absolutely.
Because if we live in check to check, I mean, in like, okay, what's our savings plan? What is our
Investment plan?
Investment plan, like,
Oh, absolutely.
it's all of those things. Because to me, that's more so like I'm setting us up for like check to check living. So one, if we can live off one income and we can stack the other one, I feel like that's a great plan. It's
Absolutely.
not 50-50. It don't have to be the same amount of money. You don't have to bring the same amount to the table. But if you bring in whatever you bring in, and I can take care of this on my end, we 100% smashing the gas on your income with investing, with savings. If we trying to buy more real estate, whatever it is. But we also have a strong financial plan, and not just or you holding down the crib, like really holding down the crib. Like I'm talking about. You ain't go to the grocery store, you ain't washing clothes, shit been done around the house. Like, your 50-50 may just come in a different way.
And
Yeah.
holding me
That would
down.
be too.
Or a way to save money.
Service, yeah.
Hey, babe, I saw this online. I feel like we should get this instead of that because that saves us $50 a month now.
And I think what you described, and to go back to the word you said, reciprocation.
Yeah. But we can't get there because some people be worried about, you want me to spend $200 on the first date, or he want me to do X, Y, and Z. It's kind of like you shooting yourself in the foot.
Because you know what
That's just
comes with that?
my thought
It's
process.
always it's a scare factor behind that. Most times, guys are willing to invest everything they have into a woman, especially knowing that this is who we want to be with. But we don't want the woman to be stacking up her shit for an escape plan, and not looking to be able to hold me down when adversity hits. You get what I'm saying? A lot of times when
But don't have a
adversity
negative
hits,
outlook though.
think about it like this: for us, we don't know what that looks like. We can't anticipate how you gonna face adversity if we never experienced it. Right. So if we go through the adversity piece to where now I'm on the hardship, what did you really look at me for in this relationship? Are you giving me time to get on my feet? And if I ain't making it by that deadline, you gonna dump me? Because I'm no longer being that provider for you as the one that you looking at me to be? Or are you gonna sit there and you gonna boots on the ground and you like, listen, baby, listen, I want you to know that I'm not going anywhere. So whatever type of apprehensive thought process you got, the thing that you may be nervous about most, understand that I'm here. When a man get that reassurance, it's nothing he won't do for you. You get what I'm saying? But if we don't get that reassurance because you only in the relationship for what I can do for you and not who I am, then it can be a bad situation.
I agree. Because I think just that same statement that you made about about living together, I feel the same way about the date. If I can't take you out on $250, $300 dates regularly, why are we doing it on the first date? I'm setting your ass up for something that is not going to be maintained anyway. So
this is true.
Yeah. We falsifying the date to begin with. So
false hope.
Yeah, we give you false hope, like you finna be
expectation
and doing this shit all the time.
And that's on our fault, fellas.
Yeah, it is.
That's
100% gotta be accountable.
Get y'all shit together.
Yeah,
Please
make your stance. If she don't want to go to the 2 for $25, then hey, she ain't for you right now.
So I'm glad you say that, and let's transition.
Yeah,
let's transition because and within the transition itself, you know what I'm saying. I know a lot of times we try to bridge the gap of male and female, you know, what we would consider non-negotiables or agreements or intangibles, the things that comes with where we try to choose whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. Transitioning. Why? And I want to read the question verbatim again so I won't miss out because it's context in the statement to where you have to say it or read it out the way it's presented. And to make sure that I'm now looking at it from a different lens. I'm going to read it verbatim. Ever wonder why the right person can feel so scary? Ooh. Start us off, RB. What you think?
All right. I think the only way that the right person would feel like the wrong person would be if you don't feel like you're worthy, or you're not prepared, or you don't feel like you're the equivalent for that individual. I feel like it's in human nature, not just relationships. I feel like in most things, if we're nervous or anxious about, taking anxiety out of it, typically it's because we didn't prepare for it, whether it be a test, whether it be a job interview, whatever it is. So if we feel like we're not worthy of it, like, oh, I can't believe I got this VP job. I never thought I'd be a VP, or I never thought I'd pull this bad bitch. I think it has to do with the confidence versus, no, I always thought I'd be this. I always thought I'd have this. So I do think there's some anxiety that could come with, I don't feel like that's on my level, so therefore I'm a little nervous when I get around it. And that's a conversation her and I were having off the camera about some girls. It's kind of shallow conversation, but some girls I see now are saying, I don't want to be his first baddie. Like, you got to have a pretty girl before me. And she was giving me the logic. And she was giving me the logic of why women feel that way. And I don't necessarily agree with it totally, but I do understand where they're coming from their perspective.
Yeah, I think
That's a great perspective. I didn't even think about that. What you about to say?
I was about to say, I think in the same token, I feel like environments matter. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that, like, if you're coming, the same person that's deserving of the VP job is because they was once in an environment that never consisted of a VP. Yeah. So they can't expect something that they never got, or never been around.
Can't miss what you never had.
Right. Yep. But they got into an environment where they was close enough to a VP to say, you know what, I think I can be a VP. And then you start mimicking the ways of the VP that you're studying, or that may be a mentor of yours. And so you start saying, like, you know what, he ain't no different than me, or she's no different than me. And then you start mimicking those antics. But in retrospect, you also can come from a bad environment where you may feel undeserving of the person that you're with because you've been in such a bad environment for so long relationally that I don't know what a good friend, it don't even have to be a romantic relationship is. I don't know what a good friend is because my friends don't show up for me like they should, or like I think they should. Or I never had a person that say, hey, let me call and check on you. And they call your phone like, hey, I was just checking on you, making sure you're good. And you looking at the phone like, damn, ain't nobody never even checked on me before. So it's not necessarily I'm saying the anxiety comes from that. You may have always been the strong friend, or may have been the strong person in the relationship that did all the things, and now you got somebody that's and what Ashley said earlier, that's showing reciprocity in that situation. Now you're like, oh shit,
Not used to that.
Yeah.
Okay, what do I do back? Now I feel like I gotta compete.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? And I've been in that situation where you get that last, like you receive a gift, and now you like,
let me go get something.
I gotta go get something back because I'm not used to just receiving only. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes that trauma it lingers.
Well, y'all said two good perspectives, and to elaborate on top of that, and I know Ashley, you would be able to speak for the ladies, but just to give a third perspective, because even our two perspectives are different, right? Yeah. And that's why it's so many layers to it. It's so many layers to the anxiety of the idea of it feels the too right. It's too right to where you gotta find a wrong, right? And when I think about something in the moment that just feels right, we think about when you talk about being smitten and stuff like that, right? I would think about what pops up in my head in those moments when I'm thinking 10 steps ahead. I'm thinking gullible. I'm thinking red flags. I'm thinking discernment. I'm thinking intuition. I'm thinking what makes me different than the next man. Because you can be feeling, everything can feel right about the person, but the timing can still have a major effect on whatever feels right. You get what I'm saying? I could be with a woman, say, like you said, what we ain't used to, right? I could be with a woman that's actually over here, let's say she just spending money on me. I'm not used to a woman just spending money on me. Now, I've had situations to where I've experienced a woman that I didn't necessarily like, and she was trying to buy my interest, right? But it wasn't nothing that I wanted to actually accept because I can't use a woman. So I would dead it early because I don't even want this from you, right? So from the one that you actually feeling and she's doing it, it's kind of like, I can accept it if this is something that we work towards. But if this came out the first week, first 2
without
weeks,
earning the deserving.
right? That's when I'm like, hold up, something suspicious about you. You gotta be thrilled. You gotta be crazy. Hold on, what other nigga you doing this for? You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like, I ain't even earned this from you, and you just willingly giving this to me. Maybe I'm a nigga you never fucked with before. But now I'm thinking selfishly, like, who do I think I am? To where the next man can't deserve the same thing. You get what I'm saying? Or earn the same thing. So I'm not even gonna think in the space of, well, nigga, you different. Nah, what makes me different? Because I don't know, right?
You do
But
know.
that's,
You do know what makes
that's
you
what I'm about to say.
You do
That's when RB was talking about earlier, like that's when you step into yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like now you starting to really feel like that trauma relationship I'm talking about is like, oh, this person actually see what I'm worth, and I know that inside of me, just like he knew inside of him that he was a VP, or that person knew inside of them that it was a VP, but now it just came out, and that's who I became. You already been that nigga.
Yeah.
They just see it early, and now you questioning that part of you is just, to me, it's coming from not you, but a person that's doing that is coming from a place that they haven't fully embraced themselves yet. They haven't fully loved on them yet to be like, yeah, I'm worthy of being loved. Of course, like
more than worth, more than capable of pulling this bitch.
you see the nigga I am, like I know what I bring to the table, and you only getting 12% right now. So imagine if I gave you 30, 50, 75. Like I know the type of
And that's what I'm saying. Inadvertently, it's the same thing. Like I can know I'm that nigga, but I'm still saying to myself, to her, I'm still thinking like, but I ain't even gave you that nigga that I know I am or capable of being.
What if your 15 is 100 for her? And she don't even know that it's another level to you.
Yeah.
But your 15 could be 100 for her.
We was talking about how women's past didn't matter, but in this instance, so if you're not judging or grading her past, you don't know she never came across a guy like Larry before. So to Shotty's point, the 15 that you give could be 125 to what she's used to.
Yeah, she like, hold on.
I'm
nigga.
picking up what you're putting down.
She said, you actually could give me compliments. You open up my door. You like, so the shit that we just take for granted is so small that we're not checking off on the board, like how we would check off other things. Like I did this, I did that. The shit that just come natural from you is 125 for her. You like, nigga, I ain't even did shit.
Right.
But that's because it's been other motherfuckers in their lives that took it for granted and never said thank you. They expected it.
I think you're saying something, and I'm accepting the fact that it's a self-sabotaging behavior on my end, but I'm also still in the back of my mind. I'm still like, well, you know what? I've also experienced accepting it and liking the person, and it's used against me later on, or thrown in my face later on when I don't agree to something. Yeah. Oh, you can't say no to me because I did A, B, C, D. And I'm like, well, God damn it. Now you got to make me use this card to say, well, I ain't asked for it. Right. Now I'm an asshole. Right? Yeah. But that's, I'm not going to say that because I do appreciate. But in the space of me appreciating it, what do I say when you're throwing it at me and using it and weaponizing? You know, you weaponizing it against me. Like you kind of using it as a sword, and I'm getting cut, but I don't know how to cut back, so I'm just taking the licks because you really made me uncomfortable of accepting this person anyway. So now I feel like I didn't listen to my own intuition early on. Like, see, I knew this shit was too good to be fucking true, right? And if you'd experienced that before, how do you now block it? So this is a learned behavior. You get what I'm saying? This is a learned behavior based off of experience.
But is that experience, and not just you personally, but I would hope that experience comes through multiple people. I would hate for a person to deal with one person and then take that away and put that on everybody. Because you could deal with a fucked up person and then as a result think everybody's going to treat you that way. And then the next person you meet is what we describing now, and you looking at it like, nah, I know you that bitch. And she's really like this bitch.
Yeah,
you know,
but it's that one person.
She really like this.
Yeah, it's that one person because say if you don't allow everybody to get that close, you don't even like everybody. You finally let your walls down for the person you like, and this what happens. Yeah. That's why it stings, or that's why it will sit around like muscle memory.
And Shotty said that's why we got to do the self work. If that happens, to put ourselves back in.
And I share this to y'all. Y'all know I'm transparent, but that's like my therapy session. The drama triangle, the victim, the rescuer and the perpetrator. And essentially, what you just described is that. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Somebody trying to come in and rescue you in some type of form or fashion, right? And trying to show you their worth. Then they become the victim and saying, well, I did this, and that for you. You know what I'm saying? And then they become the perpetrator because now they angry because of it wasn't reciprocated in the way that they saw fit. And now they mad. And it just goes into that cycle again because now they want to be apologetic and going back to the rescuer again to you know what I'm saying, enter into your life or try to capture that love. And we all got to get off that triangle, you know what I'm saying, essentially. Even us, because why do you see me as a victim? Why do you see me as somebody that needs to be rescued? So it's also something in me that I'm showcasing that I need to be like, you know what, it's some self-love, some self-work that I got to do for you to even see the need to come in and do anything for me. Like, oh, I need to buy you. No, you don't need to buy me nothing. What gave you the idea that I needed something? What gave you the idea that I actually needed something from you in that space? I'm not saying nothing wrong with complimenting my life, but when you feel like, oh, you need some new shoes, how you say I need new shoes? Like, you know, like I don't need new shoes.
Well, and I'm glad you said that because now it unlocks a fourth perspective. And the fourth perspective, and Ashley, I want to get your perspective from a woman.
Yes, please.
Because I know this is going to be something that's totally outside. You maybe could help us bridge in the gaps of our logic within it. But the fourth perspective I would get from that piece is, all right, let's say the timing is good. The action is good. The smitten feels right. Everything feels right, right? But we only scale back. Well, let's say me personally. I'm going to say me personally. I would still scale back even if the timing right, even if it feels good, even if I'm happy and smitten. I would still scale back if I feel like she's still moving a little bit further ahead of me.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't want to lead her on either. Like, okay, maybe she's giving all this because she's also having the expectation of it being reciprocated back. And I'm just like, hold on, baby. I see where we're going, but I ain't quite there where you at yet now. Because when it pops up, if you need me tomorrow, I might not be available.
Right.
So I don't want you to give your all up front right now to me because I'm going to feel obligated to do it back. And I'm not ready.
Let me ask you something. Based upon what you said, Ashley, I would love to hear your opinion on his. But you just said all these positive things that you feel about this person, from being smitten to wanting to be around this person. So if that person asks for something the following day, what makes you feel inclined that you wouldn't be able to be there for them?
If I'm just a mindset of obligation, I may not even have it to spare.
Oh, you're talking
so
finances.
I might come up short.
Okay, I got you.
To not be able to step in forward because I will want to, right?
Financially, but you would want to. You would
just using it as an example.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what that is though?
What?
Going again, not diagnosing because again, I'm going through my own phase of this.
Saving.
It's the rescuer.
Rescuer.
You feel that because I can't step in and rescue, I'm not valuable.
Yes.
And this is what my therapist is challenging me. Like, get yourself off of that triangle. No, you worthy just because of you. Fuck what you bring to the table, or if you can't show up. If it's a no, that shouldn't determine your worth in this person's life if they fuck with you like that. If it's a no. So that's the question. Like, if I really cannot show up for this person, who am I? Or am I only attached to what I can provide or show up with?
It's the pressure of, if you knew you couldn't handle this, then why do you even sign up for it? So you try to stop it in advance, like, hold on, baby, I ain't gonna be able to match your energy.
There, pause right there. You know what you just did? Just went from the rescue to the victim.
I know it's
in the triangle.
That's what I'm saying, like, bro. When he broke down the shit to me this weekend, I'm like, oh,
it's always going to. It's either one.
I'm like, oh, it's this, and then I'm just like, well, fuck it, blah blah blah. Now I'm the perpetrator, but I don't like being that because I'm not a heartless person, so I go back to being a rescuer again. And now I'm trying to compensate. Well, I can't do it. Well, what about 2 weeks from now? I can't do it tomorrow, but like in a couple of weeks, I can get this. And you knowing you finna put yourself in a bad situation. Not you personally, to do something that you possibly really can't do.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then now it goes back to being a victim again, because now in your head, like, damn, why I do that shit? Now I got now I'm a victim.
Now I accepted the challenge.
Yes, and now you become a perpetrator again. Like, it's just, bro.
It's a bunch of players in this world.
Hey,
one that
shit.
You know it, and that's why I move slow. That's why
Yeah.
That's why I move the way I move. It's calculated.
And he's just saying the why behind why you did
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
And once you recognize that, it's kind of like, now I can take myself off of this.
Yeah.
And when I feel it coming along, like when I feel myself being pulled to the victim mode, I'm like, oh shit, that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, now let me do that. Like,
Refresh.
It's just,
Refresh.
Yeah, it's like recognizing that. You know what I'm saying?
Self-awareness.
Yeah, absolutely.
And sometimes it's just taking yourself out the equation is the answer.
And that's all I'm about to say. Because you're anticipating saying no when you don't have it.
Yeah.
Why we can't say no when we do have it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got to get used to that space too. Like,
I don't have it to spare for you.
It's
not
not
for
even
you.
that. It's just I do have it, and I'm saying
I just don't have it. I'm just saying
we're
no.
not doing it.
And I'm
No, we're not doing that.
No.
Why would you go out and do all this stuff if you knew you needed this from me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But what if that's just how she is? That's just who she is. She's a.
Get somebody else to do it.
no.
Also, I
She's like
so
that.
what he's
If that-
saying.
if that's like that, actually.
He wouldn't be
And this,
spitting behind him.
if this is my life, and we going balls to the walls, and you're not prepared for emergencies and shit like that, I probably don't want you in my life. From a financial standpoint, that's not financially
bad.
smart.
You're bad with
you know
money.
what I'm saying? It's kind of
Yeah,
like
understandable.
you done spent all your money, and now you need help.
Need
with
me.
rent.
Yeah.
You
Where
just
your
bought me fucking
priorities?
Georgia. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, nah. So
The priorities fucked
yes.
up.
And she's trying to become the rescuer. Don't rescue me, motherfucker.
You need it
Like,
for yourself.
you need it for yourself.
Yeah.
Now you're the victim because now you need the rent money. And then when I say no, now you become the perpetrator.
I did all
yelling at
this
me.
for you.
They want to be big mama.
Yeah.
Big mama, no kids, and then 2 weeks later she get pregnant.
Another bitch hug.
You
Lordy.
know she felt that thing floating when she was making that song.
Yeah.
Not Philly flow.
Yeah, that thing was in there fishing.
Yeah, go ahead. Look at
That hole.
Nemo.
Y'all are
So,
funny.
actually, what would your perspective be in that space? I know we didn't say a lot. So
Y'all have said a whole lot, so I'm like, I don't even know where to begin.
You got the floor.
I
You don't
will
have to
say,
respond to us, but
I will
that's
say
what-
this. Generally speaking, I think a lot of those things can be avoided. As far as like when he was saying like, I don't want you to come back and ask me this. I don't want to be obligated to do X, Y, and Z. I think a lot of that can be avoided if we just have that conversation up front. I think what happens is a lot of times we're afraid of the truth. Because I know if I tell him the truth about what I really want from him, he might not fuck with it. And damn, I'm finna lose out on a good man, quote unquote. Not saying you're bad, like you personally, but in general, I may lose out on a good man because, excuse me, I done told him the truth. And then vice versa. I'm not gonna tell her, hey, I just want to fuck from time to time because she ain't gonna be cool with that shit. So let me just go ahead and try to play the field. But I feel like, again, if we just being upfront and honest, because you may be a person who just likes to buy people nice things. And to go back to what you said, you were like, oh, well, you need some new shoes. I may buy you some because I think you would look good in this, so I'm going to buy it from you. I'm not doing it because I want you to turn around and, okay, he do the same thing for me. It's not necessarily always that. I may see some shit that, hey, this nigga need a new so-and-so, and I may just go buy the shit.
And you worthy enough to proceed.
Yeah, and it has nothing to do with, oh, well, I need you to have this. I didn't do it because I'm looking for something in return.
What was the hidden agenda in that?
There was no, it's just because, like, hey, I know you need this.
If I was trying to give somebody a gift just because I thought of you, and you said, "Oh shit, what you give me this for? What's this for?"
Yeah,
What you
and
need?
that, yeah,
What
and
you
see,
want?
Can't even be genuine.
yeah, it can't even
Yeah.
be genuine. So yeah, no.
But it's a struggle, honestly. Like, again, that's going back to environments and things of that nature. Like, if you're not used to that environment, you do get antsy like that. And we're not even talking about relationally. Like, if you didn't grow up with your mom just walking in with gifts randomly, it'd be like, you know what I'm saying? You know something good was going on. If mama walked in the house randomly on a Tuesday.
You got paid today, mama?
Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? And so when we pick up on those cycles, that's essentially what we're going back into our own trauma. We classifying that in the space that we're in, and it may not have been a good space. You know,
I went to therapy as well. In therapy, they definitely focus on your childhood. That's where a lot of our shit comes from.
Yeah, therapy be
Pedagogy.
open. I'd be like, damn, I never looked at it that way. Like, nigga, you right.
That's
It's
why
that- it's that-
parenting's so important.
It's that early childhood development from day 1 to age 5. That's
They
what I'm
start
saying.
asking questions. You be like,
Anything you put in that sponge
Makes sense.
before it hardens, because you learn and you a sponge and you receiving all types of information as long as that bit's soft. As soon as it hardens, your mind is made the fuck up. And at that point, it's all about decisions, choices.
You better hope you input enough in that sponge.
Yeah. You see what it is? That's very important. Shotty, I appreciate you bringing us some therapeutic clarity today because shit.
I love that.
Anything I learned, man, I'm an open book, man, on this panel. I feel like, just like anything else, like, nobody heals if we remain silent. Like, if we all just kept everything that we learned into ourselves, like, how do we provide more clarity in the world? How do we have more clarified conversations and more, dialogue, healthy dialogue, even if it's back and forth and you don't agree? If we don't get clarity in the disagreement, and we may walk away not agreeing at all, but if we never put that shit out there, like when I receive it, I'm like, oh man, I'm not ready to diagnose people. I'm just saying I'm ready to be like, oh man, I recognize that in myself, and I know I'm on this, and I know how do I get off this wheel. So whenever we're explaining things now, it's just giving me perspective as to, damn, maybe somebody else is experiencing this, and maybe somebody else are going through this, and I never heard of the fucking drama triangle till Saturday.
Me neither.
So you know what I'm saying? So the
It's
fact that
new
it
for me
exists
today.
and it makes
Right.
sense, and you know what I'm saying? I'm
And
just
we
like,
can all relate to it. Okay.
exactly. So it's just like we all need something. So the more that we all can share, whether it's in the comments, wherever, like we all can benefit from this. And it's not to be a licensed therapist. It's like just sharing what you know.
There it is. There it is. Man, we want to thank Ashley for joining us today. Hey, y'all gonna see some more Ash. I already know my inbox going crazy about her. I already know. But listen, man, I'm gonna ask y'all a question before we close this thing out. Are you the perpetrator? Are you the healer?
It's the
Or are you the
rescuer.
the rescuer?
And then the victim.
The victim. Are you the rescuer, the victim, or the perpetrator? Leave that shit in the comments and we gonna answer that shit, man.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you for joining us, man. We out this bitch.
Yes, sir.
Knew I was gonna make it. Tested like a spaceship. Clarified diamonds, clarified conversation. Yeah. Clarified diamonds, clarified conversation.